and welcome to PlumeriaPlay. Today in The Sims 4, we are going to be going over the must-have lots in the world of Tartosa. I figured since we're almost to official summertime and June is wedding season, Tartosa would be the perfect world to cover. So here we are in the world of Tartosa. I have all my lots replaced now, and I think it looks beautiful from the map view with all these different lots. I feel like it looks a little more cohesive than the world of Tartosa originally comes. So I want to start down here at the beach and then we will just work our way around. So this is our first lot. It is called the Boho Beach Wedding Venue and it is by Adoringly. I will put all the info in the description below, that way you can get it there as well. But this is a beautiful beach wedding lot. I think they did such a lovely job. When you walk up, you are met with this beautiful entryway that leads straight to the wedding arch. I think that's absolutely lovely, and I think it's quite realistic to have your guest walk straight there and then a nice spot for your bride or groom to walk through. I do like the use of ottomans here instead of regular chairs. I feel like it really fits the beach vibe very well. And then on this side over here, they have their dance floor piano section. They have the buffet tables. And then all these little squares in live mode will actually be like fireflies and things like that. So you won't see all these little squares in live mode. So you'll have some ducks in the pond, some fireflies floating around. And it makes this lot so beautiful at nighttime to have all those little things. And then over here is the reception area. So we have a place for the bride and groom, and then for other guests, of course, some bathrooms. And then they did include an entire kitchen area out here, which I love because I feel like that's something a lot of the wedding venues lack. And you really do need a place for a caterer or your Sims to cook. I know it's kind of buggy still, this wedding pack, so it's nice to be able to make a wedding cake here should you need to have someone do that. And then a cute little bar area, but I absolutely love this venue. I like how they just thought of all the little details, like they have a pile of presents over here. They have a piano for a Sim to play while the wedding party walks down the aisle, and obviously that's just pretend, but it is a nice touch to have. But I think this lot is so beautiful, and I feel like they built it into the surrounding area very well. I feel like it just fits in where it's at. Moving on to our next lot, we are headed right here to the lounge area. This is the Italian Lounge and Spa, and I just want to show you how absolutely gorgeous this lot is. Like the coloring, the use of the wisteria. I think it is so beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite lots in this episode. Moving on to the inside, upstairs is some seating areas. I really like that this looks like a great place to hold like a reception or any of the other wedding events that you can have. And then moving downstairs, they do have a couple of spa things, not a whole lot. So they have this right over here. So if you don't have the spa day pack, I wouldn't stress too much about it being like a spa also, because it's not too much spa wise. But one of my favorite parts of this build is how beautiful this stage is. Like, I'm sorry, what? That's so gorgeous. I feel like they just did so well with the decorations in here. I feel like it just looks so nice. And then heading outside, I love the use of these ruin pieces around and about. I feel like they fit in so well with Tartosa. And this is really just like a big courtyard area. There's not too much to do out here, but I feel like it's a nice way to take up the space without making the lounge too big for your Sims to get around easily. I love a big lot, but at some point it gets to be too big, you know? But this is the Italian Lounge and Spa. Moving on to our next lot. Next, we're gonna be going to this house right here. This is where the Laurent household lives. I did replace their house, and I didn't really replace it for them. I just thought it was a pretty house, and it's very large. So let's take a look at that. So here is the name of this lot and the creator right here. And then this is what it looks like when you load in. I feel like it actually really matches the lot that we just looked at really well. And I kind of like for lots in the same world to match a little bit. I don't want them to be identical by any means, but it's nice when they fit the same aesthetic. But I'm gonna just give you a quick top-down view of this. We're not gonna waste too much time on this house. So heading down, you are met with just a cute little lounge area. They've got a chess table in there, a desk space. Going down to our next floor, we've got a kid's bedroom, a bathroom, a little living room section, and then just another little, I think this is a kid's room over here. Yeah, a little kid's room over here. And then on the ground floor, we have our master bedroom, bathroom, and closet. They have a nice little study room over here, I'd guess you'd call it. This is the archaeology table. So I guess it's more used as a craft or hobby room. This is our living room, dining kitchen right in this area. And then I love that they utilize the garage space over here. I love garage spaces in The Sims because I feel like Sims have so many random skills that they need to do that just don't fit into your average household. So it's nice to have the garage as a flex space, but they also have a laundry room and another little bathroom right here. In the backyard, there is a small garden off to the side, plus a huge pool and a lovely little lounge and some seating areas out here. And then I like this in the back. This was one of my favorite parts. It's not really usable in The Sims, but I think it's pretty. I think they wanted it to look like a wine vineyard, like they were using the wisteria as grapes. It's kind of the vibe that I got from it, but it's still really pretty, and I feel like it fits in so well with the world of Tartosa. So there is that beautiful villa, and on to the next lot. Next, we're gonna be heading over to this lot. There's normally a vacation rental right here, and so I decided to leave it as a vacation rental. I think it's nice to have that space, but this is the Courtyard Oasis Honeymoon by Dr. Ashley. And I think a vacation rental fits really well here in the world of Tartosa, which is why I decided to leave it. I think this one is so beautiful, and you don't see the Oasis kit used a whole lot, so I feel like it fits in really well with the world of Tartosa, and so it's nice to see it get used here. I feel like this is a perfect honeymoon place. They've got a lot of pools, and then when you head inside, it's just one bedroom and one bathroom, which obviously for a honeymoon, that's all you need. But they have a really big kitchen and dining space right here, and then a nice little living room on this side. And then here is that bedroom and bathroom, and it just feels very luxurious. That's something I think Dr. Ashley does really well, is have luxurious looking builds. So I thought it would be perfect for the honeymoon suite. And then they have some miscellaneous activities. There's another small pool right over in this corner. And then there is a chess table and a little outdoor bath, which I think is so cute for a honeymoon style villa. Plus there's some stuff to grill, so your Sims will have plenty to do here. And I just think it is so lovely in the world of Tartosa. Moving on to our next lot. Next, we're gonna be moving over here on this little island. I really like the idea of a residential rental in the world of Tartosa. There's only 9 lots in Tartosa, which is technically a lot of lots, but being as how I think you need at least 2 wedding venue lots here, seeing as that's like the whole thing of the Wedding Stories pack, I think it makes sense to have some apartments. That way, if you want to have your Sims live here, you have a few more options of places to live. I also think the residential rentals can be fake used as vacation places. I think it's a little sticky to do that, but with the cheats or something you can. So here we are at this residential rental. Upstairs on the rooftop, there are some amenities. So we've got a nice hot tub and a lounging area, plus a little community garden. And there are 4 total apartments here of all varying sizes. So I'm gonna put this on very quickly just to show you. So pink is apartment number 1. You enter over here at the bottom, and that is where your living room, kitchen, and dining is, plus a small bathroom. And then when you head upstairs, that is where 2 different bedrooms are. The orange one, which is the second unit, you enter right here at the bottom, and it also has an upstairs. So this is its upstairs right here, a bedroom and bathroom, plus its living, kitchen, dining on the bottom floor. For apartment 3, it's all ground floor, so this is it right here. It's got 2 bedrooms and 1 skinny bathroom over here, plus kitchen, living, dining right here in the main area. And then on the second floor, this is apartment number 4, and it's all up on the second floor, so it is also 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. I feel like there's a lot of different stories you can tell here in this apartment, and it is just absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this view. I would kill to have this, like, to lay out in this little chair and look out at the ocean. So I think this creator did such a good job. Oh, and I just realized I forgot. This is the Mediterranean multifamily. Next, we're gonna be heading to the top of the map to this starter home. And I did decide to leave it as a starter home in case you wanted to play without cheats, but I did change it out for what is, in my opinion, a prettier starter home. I just feel like this fits the vibe that I wanted Tartosa to be like a little bit better. So this is the Mediterranean starter, and it is a starter home, so there's not too much going on here, but they have a lovely little fountain out front. They have a picnic patio in the front as well. And then inside, it is only a 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom house. However, they have room for you to expand with another bedroom or maybe hobby room, plus space to either extend the bathroom or maybe even rearrange the house and get another little small bathroom in. So I do love this as a starter home, especially because they left you the option to grow into it. I like to include restaurants with all my worlds. So next we're gonna be moving over to this lot where we have an Italian restaurant placed. So this is our Italian restaurant by Sweet and Syrup. And I love placing restaurants down because I feel like if you have the dine out world, that's actually something fun to take your Sims to do. I mean, it takes them a while to eat, but it is still nice to take them to restaurants. And this one fits the world of Tartosa so well. Plus, I feel like this lot in particular needs a community lot. Like, it's all concrete all around. It feels a little weird to have a house right here to me. Not that you can't do it, it just feels a little odd. So I love the idea of a restaurant here. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. So on the ground floor is where you enter, and that's where our hostess stands are. And they use a lot of the Wedding Stories pack in this restaurant. I feel like this is such a beautiful restaurant, and I love that it's like open concept kitchen, and then that the kitchen almost feels like a Tuscan vibe. So I love that. And then they have a bar as well as a couple of really big tables out here. So this is another lot that feels like a good lot to have your wedding receptions or your engagement parties and things at. Heading upstairs, they just have a few more seating areas. Plus they use the booths in these corners. And I feel like these booths are really hard to use, but they did such a good job here. I feel like they fit in so well. They don't look odd or like too clunky at all, which I feel like they usually do. And I love that they lined a lot of the walls with like these nectar shelves, and then a lot of the use of barrels and stones and things like that. I just feel like this lot is so pretty, and the menu is also very Italian as well, which I love. So this is the custom menu, a lot of wine options, breads and things like that for the appetizers. And then a lot of pizzas and pastas and other similar dishes for entrees. And then here is the dessert menu as well. But I absolutely love this restaurant. I think it's so beautiful, and I feel like it fits Tartosa so good. Last but not least, we are hopping down to this wedding venue. I am not gonna attempt to butcher this name, but you can read it right there, and the creator is Wooldrop. This wedding venue is gorgeous. It looks almost like church-esque, but not too much. But this fence and all the beautiful flowers crawling up the side, the structured landscaping, this big beautiful fountain. I love the exterior of this build. Heading down to our first floor, you enter to this beautiful reception hall, and I love that they use this to make it look like an entry desk. And there are kind of two different reception halls in wedding venues. So let's start with the one that's inside. So this is our indoor wedding venue, and I love how they have the flowers absolutely surrounding the front of this. Look at how gorgeous that is. This is absolutely beautiful, like the statue, the beautiful flowers. They did such a beautiful job with this build. And then they have like an outdoor reception hall area, piano and all the seating, and they even have some more seats over here. And then they have an indoor reception hall area, which is a little more of like a red vibe. And then they have this beautiful little bride and groom seating right here as well, which I think is so pretty. And then outside we've got our dance floor and another wedding venue. So if you wanted to have your Sims get married outside, you could. But here is what that one looks like. It also uses these arches with all the beautiful greenery. I love this outdoor wedding venue. I would absolutely get married here. But I love the use of the lanterns. I love the petal aisle. I think it's very pretty, and I love how they utilized all the space. I also love, it's a little thing, but over here is like just a walkway to get to the outdoor wedding venue. So your Sims won't actually use this route, but in real life, if you knew you were going to the outdoor wedding venue, you wouldn't like go through the inside. You'd walk around the outside to your outdoor venue area. I like the realism there. Even though your Sims won't do it, I like the realism in the build. I feel like this creator just did such a beautiful job with the landscaping and the coloring of the build. I think this is a beautiful wedding venue, and it's honestly making me want to give Wedding Stories another try, even though I know it's probably still very buggy and glitchy. But let me guys know what you think of these lots. Drop your favorite one in the comments below. And if you have any worlds that you'd like to see next, let me know that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!